Welcome to another daily dose of dope dictionary. I'm Marvelous Marvin Pendergrass, here to be blessed and honored, as I always am, by your presence. And to give you another daily dose of dope dictionary, it's the Bible version, and we all need the Bible. And yes, you're going to get that Bible today. Okay? Okay. We have got to be believers. Today, my believers, we are going to Psalm chapter 3, verses 4 through 6. It goes, "With my voice I cried to the Lord, and he heard me from his holy hill. I slept and rested, and I rose up. For the Lord received me. I shall not dread thousands of people encompassing me." The word of the day is received. And in this text, it means a lot more than the common meaning of widely accepted as authoritative or true. It means a lot more because he's being received by God. Psalms chapter 3 teaches us something so important. You need a personal relationship with God. David obviously had a personal relationship with God. He's going through. His own son is coming at him. His own son trying to take his kingdom. His own son is taking his kingdom. He is losing everything to his flesh and blood after doing all that he's done. But David isn't just facing the problems of his own flesh and blood and coming at him. His enemies are loud around him. The betrayal is real. He's at his lowest. But what lifts him is God himself. Not because of power or position, but because of his personal relationship with God. And peep how when David cried out, he didn't say, "With our voices we cry out." No. He's cried out, "With my voice." A personal relationship. And what's so powerful is that God answered him personally. From his holy hill, from where he stands, above all, he answered his one call. God responded. Not some distant religion, but a deep relationship. I know so many of us feel like we call, but we don't hear God. But we have to then question our relationship with God. Do we have a deep and personal relationship that starts with understanding who he is? And understanding who he is starts with understanding the word. Ritual without relationship is empty, right? You can't just pray as a ritual. You need to pray because I love God. You go back home to your wife because you love your wife. You go back home to your kids because you love your kids. You go back home to your mom because you love your mom and dad. You go back on your knees and pray because you love God. You build a personal relationship. You're not just checking a box, right? That's why I love reading Wyclif's version of Psalms 3, because instead of using sustained, it uses received. For the Lord received me. Now that's deep. Most of your New Testaments or your new versions say sustain, which is good, like to hold you up or to hold you down. Depending on your ethnicity, you use a different phrase, right? But it's good to be held, but to be received as a whole another layer to it. God has helped David survive through the night and more than just sustained him, but received him, which means he welcomed him in like a parent at the door, right? He accepted him, flaws and all. All you're going through, or the doubt that even you may have, you still maintain the relationship. He embraced him and upheld him. He loved him and covered him. Woo! Which means he loved him intentionally. That love is based on a relationship, not just some performance like you're speaking in tongues on cue. David was received by God through his prayer. And that's why he ended for us, verse 6 is the ending. I shall not fear or dread, which is the word he used, thousands of people encompassing me. What? In today's days and time, we got 5 or 10 people encompassing us. We ready to shoot it out, right? He's not fearing thousands of people encompassing him because he know God has him. His security is God. God sees me. God hears me. God holds me. I'm going to try to speak your language. If you've seen the movie Sinners, let's try to relate this and contrast this. Now, the vampires in that story could not enter unless they were invited in. That's spiritual. That's biblical. The enemy can't dominate anything in your life unless you invite him in and give him permission. How do we give him permission? Through your pride, through some past traumas, through temptation, bitterness, neglect. All those are ways that you invite the devil in. So what's the message here? The same way God is waiting for you to invite him in, the enemy is waiting too. The difference? God brings peace. God brings protection. God brings purpose into your life. Whereas the devil is just going to control, confuse, consume, destroy, and just bring shame into your life. So which one are you choosing? Who do you invite? I suggest you just be like David. Wear the armor of God. But more importantly, build a relationship with him. Because when the true battles come, that's when your rituals and definitely your religion not going to hold you down. You're going to need a personal relationship with God. So my question of the day is, am I looking to God to just sustain me? Or do I want God to receive me? Until next time, be blessed, be loved, believe.